Hello again, and welcome back to the series Unlocking Unbreakable Energy with Dr. Matthew Ormond. I'm Michael from PC Here. If you've watched the earlier videos, you'll already know the core truth. The exhaustion high achievers feel isn't weakness or laziness, it's a fracture, a disconnect between physiology, habits, and identity. Like running a Ferrari engine on a hamster wheel fuel pump. Lots of effort, very little forward motion. We've explored the 4 pillars that rebuild energy and the wheel of wealth that maps the full life balance needed to sustain it. We've talked about how stress quietly becomes the default operating system for leaders and executives. Today, we get to the foundation most people miss, the one thing that turns guesswork into precision: blood work. Here's the reality most high achievers discover the hard way. You can eat clean, train hard, meditate, sleep 7 to 8 hours, and still feel drained, foggy, wired at night, or like your body's quietly betraying you. Why? Because standard blood panels only check if you're not sick. They rarely look at what's needed to actually thrive: optimal levels for energy production, hormone balance, inflammation, and nutrient status. Dr. Ormond uses a comprehensive functional blood panel, 25 plus markers that go much deeper. Mitochondrial function. Are your cells making energy efficiently? Cortisol and thyroid patterns. Are they creating wired and tired cycles? Hidden inflammation. Is it quietly draining your recovery? Nutrient deficiencies. Are key building blocks missing that no diet tweak alone can fix fast enough? These markers tell the real story behind the symptoms. Normal on a lab report doesn't mean optimal, and that gap is often the missing piece. When Dr. Ormond reviews these labs with someone, it's not about scaring them with bad news. It's about giving clarity. Here's exactly where your energy is leaking. Here's what your body needs to stop fighting itself. From there, he builds a personalized plan: targeted nutrition, supplementation, nervous system resets, and alignment work across the wheel. People often report the shift starting within weeks: calmer mornings, better sleep, sharper focus, and that sense their body is finally working with them again. In the rest of this video, you'll hear directly about what functional blood work reveals, why it's the starting line for so many transformations, and how he uses the data to guide high achievers from fracture to flow. So take a deep breath. This is a practical foundation that you've been waiting for.
Hi there. My name is Robbie Blooddrop. I want to let you in on a secret. You think you are going to a chiropractor to get your bones cracked? First of all, any good doctor will want to find out the source of your pain. No matter where your pain is, it has a reason. Your body is talking to you. In order to find out your personal pain or discomfort, Dr. Ormond is going to order a lab test instead of just guessing, doing a procedure that might not work. Oh no, he'll order lab tests for you to begin your journey to recovery. That test will give him a picture of your insides. This procedure will take the guesswork and find the source of your discomfort. You work hard, but it isn't worth much if you cannot enjoy your life. Don't wait any longer, take the first step towards a healthier, happier you. Sign up for your virtual session with Dr. Ormond right now and start living your best life today.
The introduction, and blood work is the foundational piece. In fact, I call the panel a foundational panel. And so this is not just your average panel you get every year from your general practitioner as a physical, but this is a panel that covers deeply covers liver function, thyroid function. We look for immune system function, then we look for the general markers, including cholesterol and triglycerides. But here is a truth, and this is a foundational principle, and this is why we use blood work, and we use it with precision, is your body is constantly using nutrients. And your body will steal nutrients from non-essential tissue to nourish essential function. So what does that mean? What are the essential tissues? So brain certainly is essential tissue. Heart, liver, kidneys, lungs, these organs are essential to your function. Non-essential tissue then are skin, hair, nails, muscles, ligaments, tendons. Bones are non-essential tissue. Even peripheral, so nerves that are outside of the central nervous system, those peripheral nerves and peripheral vascularity are non-essential tissues. So if the body is running at deficiency, it will steal nutrients. It will borrow nutrients from these other tissues to nourish essential function. And so what's interesting in this foundational panel, this imbalance, the deficiency imbalance, we're not really aware of it. Someone might feel less energy, someone might be not sleeping well, or someone might have interesting like appetite or cravings. But in general, you don't even know that it's happening. When we see the numbers, we see that your body is in this nutrient deficiency state. So that foundational panel is key to identify where the deficiencies are happening. So we don't wait until there's a full-on pathology or until something's full-on clinically high or low. What we look for is there's a healthy range. And so what we've done is we've taken I'll back up. The clinical range that you see, whether it's a high or a low in your typical blood work that you get with your doctor, that's based on the national average. And so the national average, and then there's the bell curve. And so everything in that mean or the average is then what we're based on. And so in reality, Americans are not super healthy. So already we are judging the average by a fairly unhealthy population. So that's a first red flag. And so anything outside of the healthy average, then that's when your medical doctor steps in and says, hey, there's something wrong here. And so we have shrunk that parameter down even closer. So now we have a healthy average. So anything outside a healthy average, now we can make some determinations. And always we will come in with nutritional recommendations, sometimes supplements as a support for deficiencies. And then many times we'll offer strategic lifestyle interventions. And the goal with blood work is there's never perfect blood work. Your blood work will never be perfect, but the goal is progress. And so as we keep these numbers in that state, in that parameters of healthy, your body's not stealing nutrients from non-essential tissue. It is not running deficiency. All systems are properly nourished and functioning well. So when you agree or when you sign up to do blood work with me, we do blood work. It's a simple thing. We actually do it electronically, where you take your electronic request to a LabCorp or to a Quest lab, and they draw your blood. That information then is populated to the software that I have. And in that software that I have, I create a report. And so this report is either 12 to 16 pages of detailed information. And so with that information, we correlate that with any symptoms that you have said that you have. And now we will give a detailed description. And when this marker is outside of the healthy range, this is what it means. And here's a nutrient that you're missing. And so by the end of this report, you have seen what is there. We have discussed what's happening. We have some specific nutritional recommendations. And more than anything, after we've looked at the blood work, you'll meet with me. We discuss the strategy. You will leave that session with me with a strategy of how to improve those numbers, how to optimize those numbers. The goal is taking blood work every 6 months and watching the trajectory. So we are in a proactive state of not doing reactive medicine, but proactive medicine. And in that proactive state, we can find issues long before they become problems. And so when you do blood work with me, you can expect a report that is detailed. You can take that to your medical doctor and show them, but you will leave with a strategy that is clear, concise, easy to follow, and always will lead to improvements in blood numbers. So if you choose to do blood work with me, we call this option 1, get clarity. So blood work is the foundation that we use to get clarity. We know where you were at. We have a strategy of what to do to get better, to optimize. And so for $7.99, that includes blood work. That includes a strategy session with me in person. And I believe that is the advantage that you get when you work with me. Is I'm not sending you to some intern. I'm not sending you to some AI agent that reads your blood work for you. You get me. I have 20 plus years of clinical experience. I have looked at thousands of blood works now, and I have helped people successfully navigate using blood work and lifestyle modification. I've helped them successfully navigate and not only reverse burnout, but optimize their life. So get clarity. We call this the gold package.